Have you ever driven past a massive, gleaming tech park only to see it's mostly empty? Or heard about a city launching a new startup incubator, but a year later, it's completely silent? How about those government-funded accelerators that produce a flurry of activity for a few months and then just vanish? These aren't isolated incidents. They are symptoms of a widespread problem: failed innovation ecosystems. Globally, billions of dollars are poured into creating these hubs of creativity and economic growth. Yet, studies show a staggering number of them fail to deliver any real, lasting impact. One report found that over 75% of government-backed accelerators shut down within 5 years. Another revealed that many tech parks operate at less than 40% capacity, becoming little more than expensive real estate projects. It's a huge gap between investment and actual results. So, what's going wrong? Why do so many of these ambitious projects fall flat, while a select few, like Silicon Valley or Tel Aviv, become legendary? Today, we're diving deep into the 5 critical reasons why innovation ecosystems fail. And then we'll contrast that with the 5 key characteristics of the ones that thrive. Let's start with the first major pitfall: a lack of strategy. This is the classic build it and they will come fallacy. A city builds a shiny new innovation center without a clear vision. Who is it for? What industries are we targeting? What specific problems are we trying to solve? Without a strategic roadmap, the ecosystem becomes a ship without a rudder, drifting aimlessly. It tries to be everything to everyone and ends up being nothing to anyone. There's no focus, no direction, and ultimately, no momentum. The second reason is weak governance. Imagine an ecosystem run by a committee that changes every election cycle, or one where decisions are bogged down in bureaucracy. Poor management is a silent killer. When there's no clear leadership, no accountability, and no efficient decision-making process, things grind to a halt. Conflicts of interest can run rampant, and the original mission gets lost in political infighting. Strong, stable, and transparent governance isn't just administrative detail. It's the very backbone of a functional ecosystem. Next up, number 3, poor talent quality. You can have the best buildings and the most generous funding, but if you don't have the right people, it's all for nothing. This isn't just about a shortage of smart engineers. It's about a lack of experienced entrepreneurs who have built and scaled companies before. It's about a shortage of skilled mentors who can provide genuinely valuable guidance, not just generic advice. It's also about a lack of savvy investors who understand the risks of early-stage ventures. An ecosystem is fundamentally about people, and without a critical mass of high-quality talent, it simply cannot ignite. The fourth reason for failure is financial unsustainability. This is a huge one. Many ecosystems are kickstarted with a big government grant or a one-time corporate donation. Everyone gets excited, programs are launched, and staff are hired. But what happens when that initial funding runs out? If there's no long-term plan for financial viability, the ecosystem is living on borrowed time. Over-reliance on temporary subsidies creates a boom-and-bust cycle. As soon as the public money dries up, the lights go out. Sustainable ecosystems need diverse revenue streams, whether from corporate partnerships, service fees, or investment returns. Finally, the fifth reason is political misalignment. An innovation ecosystem doesn't exist in a vacuum. It's deeply connected to local and national policies. If the government's goals are constantly shifting, or if policies on taxation, immigration, and intellectual property are unfavorable to startups, the ecosystem is fighting an uphill battle. For example, a city might say it wants to be a global tech hub, but its visa policies make it nearly impossible to attract international talent. This clash between the ecosystem's ambitions and the political reality creates friction and uncertainty, scaring away both talent and capital. So, those are the 5 horsemen of the innovation apocalypse. But let's not be all doom and gloom. What do the winners do differently? Let's flip the script and look at the 5 characteristics of thriving ecosystems. First, they have clear positioning. They don't try to be the next Silicon Valley. Instead, they identify a unique niche based on their local strengths. Maybe it's agtech because of the region's strong agricultural roots, or fintech due to a concentration of financial institutions. By focusing on a specific domain, they can build deep expertise, attract specialized talent, and create a globally recognized brand. They know exactly who they are and what they offer to the world. Second, they are built on strong leadership. Thriving ecosystems are often championed by a core group of visionary leaders from public, private, and academic sectors. These leaders provide a stable, long-term vision that transcends political cycles. They are connectors, conveners, and cheerleaders who build trust and foster a collaborative culture. This governance coalition ensures everyone is pulling in the same direction. The third characteristic is, you guessed it, qualified people. Successful ecosystems are talent magnets. They have a deep and interconnected pool of serial entrepreneurs, experienced mentors, skilled managers, and sophisticated investors. They create an environment where these individuals can easily connect, share knowledge, and collaborate. It's not just about having smart people. It's about the density and quality of the connections between them. This creates a virtuous cycle where success breeds more success, attracting even more talent. Fourth, they have a sustainable business model. The most resilient ecosystems don't rely on a single source of funding. They build a diversified financial base. This could include corporate sponsorships, membership fees from startups, revenue from accelerator programs, returns from a venture fund, and ongoing public-private partnerships. This financial independence gives them the freedom to think long-term and to weather economic downturns without shutting down. And the fifth and final characteristic is the presence of measurement systems. What gets measured gets managed. Thriving ecosystems are data-driven. They don't just hope for the best. They track key performance indicators or KPIs to understand what's working and what isn't. How many jobs are being created? How much follow-on funding are our startups raising? What is our talent retention rate? This data allows them to make informed decisions, adjust their strategy, and demonstrate their value to stakeholders. When you look at examples around the world, you see this pattern play out. Ecosystems that fail often exhibit those first 5 weaknesses, becoming ghost towns of innovation. In contrast, successful hubs, whether large or small, consistently demonstrate these 5 strengths, creating vibrant and self-sustaining communities. So, how can a region avoid the pitfalls and build a thriving ecosystem? It requires a deliberate, strategic approach. It's not about randomly copying what others have done. It's about building a system based on proven principles. We call this the 3 Pillars Framework, a strategic solution designed to create long-term, sustainable growth by integrating strategy, execution, and governance. It's the roadmap to move from empty buildings to a truly dynamic and impactful innovation ecosystem. If you're a policymaker, an economic developer, or a community leader looking to build a successful ecosystem in your region, understanding these dynamics is the first step. Thanks for watching. And if you found this valuable, make sure to like and subscribe for more insights. See you in the next one.